Have you ever felt like you were on the verge of something amazing? Like you're standing at the edge of a great opportunity, just waiting for the right moment to leap? Like a breakthrough was just around the corner? That feeling of anticipation, of being so close yet so far, can be both exhilarating and frustrating. You've been praying, believing, and working hard. Every day, you put in the effort, hoping that today will be the day things change. But it still feels so far away. Don't lose heart. Remember, every step you take brings you closer to your goal, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. That feeling of anticipation, of almost being there, can actually be a sign that your breakthrough is closer than you think. Just like a flower bud about to bloom, your moment is coming. It's in those moments of waiting that we often face the toughest challenges. The waiting can be the hardest part, testing our patience and resolve. The enemy tries to discourage us, to make us doubt God's promises. He wants us to believe that our efforts are in vain, that we are not worthy of success. He whispers lies, telling us that our dreams are impossible, that we are not capable, and that we should give up, that we're not good enough, that our dreams are foolish, and that we should abandon them, and that God has forgotten about us. But these are lies meant to derail us from our path. But we must remember that God is faithful. He has not forgotten us, and He never will. His promises are true, and He is always working for our good. He is working behind the scenes, even when we can't see it. Trust in His timing, and keep moving forward with faith and determination. Your breakthrough is on the horizon. We all face struggles. It's a part of life. But what if I told you those struggles, those moments when you feel like giving up, are actually a sign that your breakthrough is near? Think about it. A seed has to be buried in the darkness of the soil before it can sprout and grow. In the same way, our struggles can be the very thing that prepares us for the blessings God has in store. They refine our faith, build our character, and teach us to rely on Him more fully. Don't be afraid of the struggle. Embrace it as a sign that God is about to do something amazing in your life. God has a plan for your life, a plan filled with hope, purpose, and abundance. The Bible tells us in Amos chapter 9, verses 13 to 14, "The days are coming, declares the Lord, when the reaper will be overtaken by the plowman and the planter by the one treading grapes. New wine will drip from the mountains and flow from all the hills." This scripture paints a beautiful picture of abundance and overflow. It's a promise that God's blessings will be so abundant that we won't be able to contain them. Hold on to this promise, especially when you're feeling discouraged or weary. Your breakthrough is coming. Your season of abundance is on its way. Sometimes the waiting period before a breakthrough isn't just about God preparing our circumstances, it's about Him preparing us. It's a time of reflection, growth, and transformation. We often find ourselves in moments of solitude, contemplating our lives and our purpose. These moments are not wasted. They are crucial for our development. It's about us becoming the people we need to be to handle the blessings He has in store. Achieving goals and overcoming obstacles are not just about the end result, but about the journey and the lessons learned along the way. Each challenge we face builds our character and resilience, making us stronger and more capable. Just as God told Noah to build the ark before the flood came, He is often preparing us for the future He has planned. The process of building, whether it's an ark or our own lives, requires patience, dedication, and faith. We may not always understand why we are being asked to do certain things, but trust that there is a greater purpose behind it. Think about it. What if God gave you everything you'd ever prayed for? The dream job, the perfect relationship, financial freedom, but you weren't ready for it? What if you hadn't developed the skills, the mindset, or the emotional strength needed to sustain those blessings? The vision board may be filled with dreams, but are you truly prepared to live them out? What if you weren't emotionally, spiritually, or mentally equipped to handle it? The weight of unprepared blessings can be overwhelming. It's like being given a treasure chest without the key to open it. The stress and pressure could lead to burnout, anxiety, and even regret. The blessings could actually become a burden. Instead of bringing joy and fulfillment, they could bring stress and hardship. It's important to recognize that the waiting period is a gift, a time to build the foundation needed to support the blessings. That's why God uses the waiting period to mold us, to shape us, and to prepare us for the incredible things He has in store. Just like a potter shapes clay or a blacksmith forges metal, we are being refined and strengthened. Training and working out are not just physical activities, they are metaphors for the inner work we must do. Embrace the process, trust in the timing, and know that every moment of preparation is leading you closer to the life you are meant to live. Section 5. David's Desperate Hour. The Bible is full of stories of people who faced incredible challenges before experiencing breakthrough. One such story is that of David in 1 Samuel 30. David, a man after God's own heart, found himself in a desperate situation. The Amalekites had raided Ziklag, his city of refuge, and taken captive the women and children, including David's 2 wives. David's men were distraught, blaming him for their misfortune. They even talked of stoning him. Can you imagine the weight of that situation? David had lost everything: his family, his men's trust, even his own sense of security. Section 6. Strength in Surrender. But in that moment of utter despair, David did something remarkable. He strengthened himself in the Lord his God. Despite the overwhelming odds and the crushing weight of his circumstances, he chose to turn to God for solace and support. He chose to trust God even when everything around him seemed to be falling apart. It was a conscious decision to place his faith in something greater than himself, to believe that there was a purpose and a plan even in the midst of chaos. He poured out his heart to God in prayer, seeking His guidance and strength, and God answered. In his vulnerability, David found a new kind of strength, one that was not his own, but was given to him by a higher power. He gave David a strategy to pursue the Amalekites, a clear and actionable plan that would lead him to victory. This divine guidance was not just a vague sense of direction, but a detailed roadmap to reclaim what was lost, to rescue his family and his men's families, bringing them back from the brink of despair. The reunion was not just a physical one, but a spiritual and emotional restoration as well, and to reclaim everything that had been stolen. Every loss was accounted for, and every heartache was healed. The victory was complete and total. David's story is a powerful reminder that even in our darkest moments, when the night seems endless and the dawn is nowhere in sight, there is always hope. Even when we feel lost and alone, God is with us. His presence is a constant, unwavering light that guides us through the darkest valleys. He is fighting for us. In ways we may not see or understand, He is working on our behalf, orchestrating events and circumstances for our ultimate good, and He will never leave us nor forsake us. This promise is a cornerstone of faith, a reassurance that no matter what we face, we are never truly alone. Section 7. Sowing and Reaping. The principle of sowing and reaping is a powerful one. Galatians chapter 6 verse 7 tells us, "Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows." This principle applies to every area of our lives, including our relationships, our finances, and our spiritual growth. When we sow seeds of kindness, compassion, and generosity, we reap a harvest of joy, love, and abundance. Think about it. If you want more love in your life, sow seeds of love. If you want more financial abundance, sow seeds of generosity. If you want more peace, sow seeds of forgiveness. The seeds you sow today will determine the harvest you reap tomorrow. Section 8. The Seeds of Transformation. What seeds are you sowing in your life? Are they seeds of faith, hope, and love? Or are they seeds of doubt, fear, And negativity? The choice is yours. Every thought you think, every word you speak, and every action you take is a seed that you are sowing. Choose to sow seeds that will produce a harvest of blessings in your life and in the lives of those around you. Remember, the seeds you plant today will determine the garden you enjoy tomorrow. Section 9. Your breakthrough is coming. Don't give up hope. Don't stop believing. Your breakthrough is coming. It may not come when you want it, but it will come at the right time, in the right way, according to God's perfect plan. Remember, God is faithful. He is working behind the scenes, even when you can't see it. He sees your tears, He hears your prayers, and He knows the desires of your heart. Section 10. Start sowing today. So don't wait for your breakthrough to start living a life of abundance. Start sowing seeds of hope, encouragement, and love today. Be kind to others, forgive those who have hurt you, and trust God with all your heart. Your breakthrough is closer than you think, and when it comes, it will be more amazing than you ever imagined.